One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Arrowhead. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's called in on the left behind the group. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, KC.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 19-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Back to throw. The open man is Wilson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They put Wilson in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Bowers. And that'll set up 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Play action here. Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll run the toss to Gentry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one. They
run out of the gun with Gentry. He He's inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Ashton Jenkins. Touchdown, Raiders. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Brown now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, 2nd and inches, as we are ready to get back underway. Mahomes now to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Up the middle they go. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was caught down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yellow. Go up. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow. Right side.
On the ground, it's Brown. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two. Look at it.
They'll try to run this one in. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Wilson. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the gun, he'll throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing now on third and long. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now the return, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They go play action with Mahomes. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a give on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That's a heck of a run right there. I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. To throw here to begin the drive. He's got his receiver, and that's Jack Pettit. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Throwing now from the gun. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Vegas. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. The Chiefs 7
back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
The teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Back to throw. That is caught. Jack Beck. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The score, Chiefs 21, Raiders 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now whistlers. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd
from the 26-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and it's caught by Beck. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Raiders first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D-tackle is just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle, and then it's just the vision of the back. Like there's a fine line between hitting that full speed and also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow! Attack!
the gun, here's Mahomes. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. That's good.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Hey, 15.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard.
43.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Intended for his touchdown.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on the camouflage bills. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's caught inside. It's complete. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's a 2-touchdown game for number 7 and 8 for the season. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31. Raiders 21.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be final play of this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one's caught by Beck. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Genty. And he'll get about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw right side is taken in by Beck. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raiders 1st down.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there. To left, too far. To be completion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. Will score! Game on! Ashton Genty! Touchdown, Raiders! He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. down and 7. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Genty. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chiefs 31.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
They're on 24-yard line.
Fall down these 2. Hey, yo, hey, go going.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Pushed out to his left. Going right, it's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass and doesn't result in a whole lot.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. It looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Yellow. 15, yep.
So here comes 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Hey, Mefl Lv.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to pick up the first down and more. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. They'll come up now for second down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short one here, caught by McBride. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and
2. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
43.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
It is second and 6.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. There's a wide right. Hero 15. Check. Right side.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Important moment here. Third down and 4.
15. Yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here we go. First and goal.
Yellow. There's a wide right. Hey, 15. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
35. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. He'll He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the ego to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need